Good morning. I just need a minute. I got one sock on, one sock off. Gotta get my coffee. Switch over the wash. Feeding you. Okay. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Hello, hello. Hi. Okay. I never picked up my mess. I never got over here. I feel like it should be a song. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Clean up, everybody do your share. Okay. Good morning to you, my friends. Until we meet again. Okay. Good morning. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. I'm just trying to. What am I on? Hi, Max. I'm just trying to pick up. And I figured I would give you time to pop on. Always look for the timestamp. gotta pick up some salt. Some salt. I can pick up some salt. How is everybody? You guys have a good weekend? Did you have a good weekend? I need a little mini vacuum. Nope. Oh, bummer. I mean, mine wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't awful. I actually hung out with friends this weekend. That was really nice. The did a fire Friday night, which was really nice. Thanksgiving here this weekend. You know, oh, it was already Thanksgiving. This, I don't understand. You're only like 5 hours from me. Yeah, this is in October. I'm a little confused. A little confused. Why aren't they just all on the same fucking day? I want to say I might have known that when I used to go snowmobiling. It was like too far away for us. Like in the woods. We snowmobiled to Canada. And you know how they have like little bars and stops in the woods? There ended up being a storm. And we couldn't really see. So we stopped somewhere and they didn't have availability because I think it was something like that. But here wouldn't really make sense because we would have started in New Hampshire with the snow. So it must have been like another holiday or something, but it was like a Canadian holiday. That was a fun trip. We're like, where are we gonna sleep? Finally, some guys, couple, let us stay at their little cabin for the night, which was really nice. Like, we were definitely hesitant, but what were we gonna do? You know, the way the snow was coming down, even in the woods, we couldn't see nothing. Nothing. It was awful. I keep ending up on wires. Oh. Canada's never really been on my list to I definitely want to like go and visit. It's never really been on my list to like live. But the more and more stuff I've been seeing lately, I'm like, oh. And there's one particular state that keeps coming to me to move to, which is random because that particular state never comes to me. So I'm going to attempt to wait until Mia graduates, or she'll stay here. Guess it just depends on where I go, though, right? So I'm not going to up and pick up Mia. She can graduate from the school. She's a senior, so Italy. I considered certain parts of Italy. I just don't know the language. This particular part was real close to like only a couple hours drive from the coast of Africa. So when I was looking into like crime rate and certain stuff, it was a really safe place. Small little town. So I don't know, bells, wait for me. I think what I want to do, I'm like, wait for me. I think what I want to do too eventually is do like a big group thing. Um, a big group thing. And like 20 of us. From like YouTube. I know there's all sorts of like different stuff and people, there's programs, there's this 2 guys, I think, that has one of the programs. They're like your tour for the 2 weeks or whatever. And I think it's up to like 20 people, and you have like a year and a half to pay. Or you can choose like 2 years. I really want to do that with you guys, some of you guys, and experience that. Yeah, I forget the 2 guys who do it. There's one guy, he does cooking, actually. Believe it or not, he does cooking. He's on my YouTube. And he's from Italy. And he actually does tours. I don't think he like teaches you cooking or anything. But maybe I have him on Facebook. I think he's on my Facebook. So you pay slowly. It's a really good deal. The prices don't change. Not your average. Not your average. Let me look on Facebook. Not your average cooking club. That's it. Not your average cooking club. So he posts all of this stuff. I don't know how I would invite you guys. It's a private group. Somebody invited me, or I never would have came across him. And he's on YouTube. So this is what it looks like if you guys want to try to join. But not your average cooking club. So, but on YouTube, I don't think, not your average cooking show. I don't know if this is him. It is. I am subscribed. I haven't got anything in a long time. So if I go to his community, I'll show you. If you're in New York this week, oh, he's in New York. If I could get community channel about Instagram, modern grandma, not your average cooking show. So typically, if I click on one of his videos, we were so excited to be pregnant, but then we underneath, support the Patreon, merch, Amazon store. So there's not one right now. So once a year, or once every couple years, this guy, and he's so cool. I don't know if you guys seen him. He's just I just love him.
To good tomato sauce.
And he does it real quick, has the ingredients. It's like real Italian. It's hard to find the ones I like because I know Italy's Italy, guys, but there's Northern Italy, so like they even speak differently, okay? Sicilians and oh, that looks good. So I was hoping on his community I would see something, but I don't. So he does it. Oh yeah, see, let's travel together. So what he does, oh, this one he's actually, imagine if you were eating pasta in Tuscany or tacos on the beach of Mexico. If you're eating pasta in Italy, sounds like something you'd be into. Swipe and take the survey. I want to make sure.
Loki's going crazy on the phone.
I know, dude. Max attacked him yesterday.
You told me that,
yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is, because I don't want Loki not to come down and Max just being protected, once in a while I'm just going to put Max in the bedroom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know what Kessel is. What time is it? My dad must be stressed out. He already has. Sorry, cracked a beer. At 9 o'clock in the morning. Day drinking. Fucking love him. Day drinking. He hasn't done that in a while. Oh, fuck. So let's travel together. Oh, where should we go? So he does like a poll. So this guy's just so cool. So imagine traveling with him. And he's like your tour guide and best places to eat, stuff like that. So this is scuba surfing, golf, biking, Pilates, like the stuff he has. And then next is pretty cool. So, and his brother usually goes, and there's another couple. You know who does it too? That's got a known site is I think it's called Bamboo. I almost did that years ago. I almost went to Indonesia. So, again, it is not your average cooking show. So I know he goes, actually, I can grab his page and share it real quick on mine. I know he does Italy once a year or once every other year. And these they sell out quick, and you only have to put like $100 down in the first 30 days or 60 days, and then you can pull out. So I know he was doing a couple more a year because it was so popular. I'd love to hang out with him. Seems like a blast. So home, how do I share his home without not being on a video? Look at the cheese. Look at the cheese. I had a field day in the market the other day. Can I copy this? Can't copy that. All right, so I'll have to go to one of his videos. His sandwiches always look amazing. A deep fried blooming artichoke. This would blow your mind. Yeah,
How would Don Bolden vote on a nationwide abortion ban? Just listen.
Oh, fucking idiots. All right. Let me go back to my channel and I will post it. So I want to basically do something like that. Now you can take, all right, it posted. So I can, so you can create your own. You can create your own like group up to so many people and go on a trip. So I want to do something like that. I do. Did you guys put your crystals out in the moon? Did ya? See, this feels really crowded to me, which is strange because I'm typically not. Typically don't feel crowded like this. Seriously. Nefertiti. I need to like really put her on me. I keep forgetting. I could forget them, but I got my other one on for a little while now. Okay. So yeah, I want to do something like that with you guys. That would be fun. It will be fun. I definitely want to do the Indonesia trip too on bamboo. Doesn't have to be through them. But I want to do the elephant sanctuary if anybody's interested in that one. Although you'd have to sleep in a barn. I'm assuming I'm okay with that. Is like snakes. I'm sure I don't know. But I for sure want to do that. Or you can sleep in a little house or a tree house. But I want to sleep with the Ellies. I want to sleep with the elephants. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what I want to do. Okay. Let me put this back, this back, this back. Oh, I got my horn. Hi. I'm not feeding you. I already fed you. I don't understand. Okay. You don't even belong over here. I don't even know how you made it over here. I did end up finding my little pine cones at the store. Okay. All right. Anybody say anything? I feel like it's paused. Can somebody like write an emoji or something? I feel like it's like someone's trying to tell me it's stuck. Here, okay. Yeah, that's weird how sometimes it gets delayed. And I just looked and got super anxiety. I don't like that. Anywho, I got my horn. But guys, it doesn't make noise. Were we supposed to like type in a singing horn? Like what the fuck? Like even the picture shows them blowing on a mountain. Like what the fuck? I mean, regardless, I have the horn. I got it on Amazon. It came from Israel. It was like all packaged. It's certified. I did not cleanse it yet. But one of the reasons why they blow on it is because it's like an instant spiritual awakening. Spirit says it works, but apparently I don't know what I'm doing. I wonder, do you hum in it? Okay. Okay. That just stunk. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, you must have to hum in it. I gotta cleanse the fuck out of that. Okay. That just reminds me of like the starfish story. And my dad had a horn, a buffalo horn, a black horn for Loki the other day. And he shaved it because it was splintering, like in the garage with his welding stuff. And it stunk like bone for hours. And I thought it was the heat. You vibrate your lips like a horn. Okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say it's broken though. It's broken. Spirit's not broken. So I'm gonna have to cleanse the shit out of that. All right. Okay. So thanks for making you giggle. You're welcome. What did I do? Is it when it was stinky? Oh, like my my shiver stone. I held it all night and my hands woke up there like the next day stinking like India. No offense. You know. But I was like, okay. I gotta get the scent out of that. I mean, I smelled like India all day. And it really is. It's the spices, it's the environment. And it is what it is. So, which means it sat in the shop or a temple for a little while. You know what I mean? Because it comes from the river. So, it sat in a temple or not a temple, a store or something for a little while. And I knew I'd smelt it like the first couple times I'd held it, but I mean, I held it all night. Like it was infused in my hands. Like I could wash my hands and there was nothing I could do. I was like, okay, I just got a deal. Spices is so strong. When I looked up certain places to visit, like the 10 things to be aware of when you go to certain countries so you're not like taken back, you know what I mean? Um, the smell of the city and, you know, um, garbage and feces and stuff like that, animals, cows walk on the streets, things like that. But I was like, oh, that's smart. Before you travel, I'm sure people do. You know what I mean? That like to look up, like, so you're not culture shocked. Um, but they don't even notice. They don't even notice the smells. Some people are really careful, especially like when they cook in their own houses, like business people. You know, their clothes are in a different room. The house is like sectioned off with like even like plastic. They go to like a great extent for people who work in like big corporations in India, but they still eat like Indian food. Seems like a whole lot of fucking work. But yeah, there's that. So, and then I looked up India. What was the other one? Number one on that list. Can't remember. Pity Boop just came to me. Hi, cutie. Bruce is in Vietnam. He says I can only FaceTime him. It's a 12-hour difference. He was like, FaceTime me, but you have to FaceTime me at night. So what time is it in Vietnam right now? I was going to say we can FaceTime Bruce. What time is it in Vietnam right now? It's 9 o'clock at night. I'll text them. It's 9 o'clock at night for you. I just Googled it. Besides all that, I hope your travels was well. I was just kind of hoping like you could send me some pictures or FaceTime me like we talked about. So, he's saying like where he stays. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. Yes, FaceTime me. So he's going to bring me back. This is my nail guy. He's going to bring me back. Told him to surprise me, but I wanted good morning. I told him like mantra music or some type of local music, so I can start using that with like certain meditations. And I told him a temple. He's like, well, how about a Buddha? I'm like, I have so many Buddhas. If he can find the ivory one, so bring me back one. I guess in Vietnam, if ivory, they use it with jewelry. If it's small enough, and it's not from poachers, obviously. He said he'll grab me one, but I asked for a temple. He's like, wow, no one's ever asked me for a temple. I'm like, well, like a little statue. I'm like, I don't have any temples. And Vietnam has like 4 of the most beautiful temples in the world. So I'm hoping he finds me a temple. A temple. That's what I want, is a temple. He's like, well, I'm not going to get you a cheap one. Well, I was like, yeah, no, good quality. Like, obviously, I'll pay for it, you know? Like this little dude, I don't know if it's because I had him in storage. Anybody know how I would fix this? He came from Thailand. He's not dirty. It's just whatever wood they used. There's just 35, 35. That's coming in a lot, that number. So if anybody has any suggestions for me, and again, I don't know. Yeah, that's when my cousin went to Thailand. Because my Nana brought me home a couple things from China. This one's Thailand. So I don't know what type of wood this is, but I would like to, did it chip? No, it just looks chipped. No, actually, this one was Nana's. I don't know. Yeah, no, it's not chipped. It I know of like men's shoe polish. Yeah, it almost looks like it's definitely a wood that's red. So I don't know what type of wood. He's just got the cutest little toes. It's only peeling in this one little section. The wood is peeling a little bit as if like the humidity got to it. Mahogany, maybe, yeah. It was Nana's. I'll bring it upstairs. Maybe my dad can do something with it. And then that one little piece that's definitely from humidity. I'll put it on my bed before I forget. And then I have this little statue that my dad just gave me. I love family stuff that's passed down of the Virgin Mary, Mother Mary. This came from Japan. It's like a little flower holder. It came from Japan from one of the wars from my dad's great-grandfather. I was like, yay! They know they can pass anything down to Courtney. And I'm like a happy fucking person. It's like Christmas. It's like Christmas every day for me. Yeah. So it was his great-grandfather's, and it was purchased in Japan. What year was World War I? What year was World War I? (1914, 1918). Yeah, that would make sense, right? Okinoma just came to me. Okinoma, oh, that's Japan. Yeah, 1914. German Navy and the Allies. Japan during World War One. They entered August 23rd, 1914. So anywho, that is from 1900s, early 1900s. I can't read the sticker underneath, but I know I'm so excited. I love stuff like that. I'm like, he's like, you want this? I was like, yeah. You fucking kidding me? Yeah. Like my mom has this one statue and everyone thinks it's so morbid, but I tell her all the time, like, if you die, like, it's mine. I tell my sister, like, Mom dies, that's mine. She's like, don't say stuff like that. And I'm like, no, I'm making it real fucking clear in case she doesn't have a will. I want that, and that. My sister takes it personally. Not me. I see something and I'm like, dibs. Like my mom has this antique piano. It's an antique piano from like 1800s. It's beautiful, guys. And it's a table. It's no longer a piano. And she wants to sell it with her rockers because they got new ones. I'm like, are you fucking out of your mind? Like, no. I hope that doesn't sell. It's like big and bulky, so I get it. But it's like half a piano. It's probably like that wide. But the legs on it are gorgeous. All original. It was like, she loves antiques, vintage like me. And I just like, in my head, I'm like, please don't sell, please don't sell, please don't sell. Like, I'll take it when I move. Please don't sell. No one take it. I hope something goes wrong. Like, no. I can't be like, Mom, you have to keep it for me. I mean, I have that antique table. I have a couple antique tables that she has. That's what I love, that my mom loves vintage. It's like the same thing. Except a lot of the other stuff I wouldn't collect, but some of it, you know. So, but the tables are super important to me. My dad's got a huge mirror from like 1940 that he doesn't want to part with yet, but it's behind my dresser. It's heavy as fuck. But I was really happy. And again, this was 18 something when I found this when we looked into it, and it's got all the zodiacs. Like someone back in the day, really, they had to have been a wealthy family. I'm guessing from what I found, it was a napkin holder. Or what we all looked it up one day. But look how old like the zodiac signs are. But somebody thought that was cool. So I'm glad I got my hands on that. So just little stuff like this, you know. Oh, and jewelry. You guys know I do that with jewelry too. But anyhow. Yeah, so I was super happy to have that. So it came back home in 1914, maybe whenever the war was over or whatever. Or whenever he came back. My whole family is military that side. Now that I think about it, my great-grandfather was, my grandfather was, my dad was, my uncle was. My brother wanted to go that route, but couldn't because he ended up getting diabetes. But anywho, I'm super happy about it. Oh, my mom has old, like Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci statues from like 1940s. I think those are cool. Those might even be a little older because those were my grandpa's. So, yeah, you know the coming home videos? Somebody had posted like, this makes me so sad because, oh, what a wonderful life though, huh? Age. This makes me so sad. Like, I wish like people videoed, and when my brother came home from Vietnam War, they called him a baby killer and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, broke my heart, you know? I was like, man. But a lot of people that I know are getting pulled right now. There's been like 3 in different places. Some are going to Texas, some are going, so it's, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they've been slowly being pulled for a little while now, but these are like incognito pulls. So I don't like the incognito pulls. A cool little rock that I found. I just wanted to put up. Look, it's a little temple. A little temple. I love rocks. That plane is low as fuck. Lieutenant Colonel. Yeah, my dad was the first one to do the Navy. Nobody else did the Navy except for him. My uncle did the Air Force. My dad did the Navy. And I think my grandfather and great-grandfather were Army. One might have been military, though. Like, not military like that, like meaning, I don't think one was a Marine. No, I think they were Army. I don't know, though. No, I might be wrong. Spirit's telling me one of them flied. Because I just saw one of them flying in like an old... Wow, they just gave me a really cool vision of an old plane. So I'm thinking World War I. That's what they just showed me. So one of my grandparents flew. Oh, that was a beautiful vision they just gave me. I thought I was wrong. So one of them was a pilot. Like, my dad was in the Navy. To this day, he will not fly. They flew so much. You think being in the Navy, you wouldn't fly as much? And he hates to fly. He used to jump out of planes to get to the ships. Pretty fucking crazy, guys. How they used to do it. So... Your dad won't camp. Well, my dad makes me feel bad. I still feel bad when I go camping because he's like, when are you going to invite me? I'm like, oh my God, you can go anytime you want. You know? Guess I don't think about that shit like I'm with my friends, but I always feel bad when he says it. And I'm like, you're more than welcome every single time. It's like one of those things where you're always invited. You know what I mean? But he felt the need to have the invite. He was just going to do a camping trip up to Canada. But they have to walk into the woods. It takes like 2 hours to walk into the woods. Which is insane. You think you'd have a snowmobile for that shit when you go on hunting. I think there's like one snowmobile. And then they put everything like on a thing. Well, it's definitely, I might be exaggerating. But it's definitely a good hour. But... you know, gotta wake up, go pee outside. Like, he's getting older, so he's just kind of like not anything he really wants to do right now. Yep, that makes sense. Doesn't want to camp anymore. He said he did enough of that sleeping on the ground in Vietnam. Yeah, it's kind of like my dad with flying. He hated to fly, right? But it drives my mom nuts, so they do road trips. Remember when my mom wanted an RV? My dad's like, get that fucking out of your head, Robin. Get the fuck out of here. My dad would do that in a heartbeat. See you later. If he outlives everybody, he's gone. So, Yeah, we don't think about that stuff, what they experienced and stuff, you know? But yeah, it was no fun as a kid every other summer packing up and going in the van, driving to Minnesota from Massachusetts. Quite the fucking experience with nanas and dogs. Quite the experience, troops. Quite the experience. Multiple times. Yeah, my dad's might go hunting soon. I don't know. Well, I don't think yet. Is bow season before? Is bow before gun season? It's gonna be getting close because I know they were getting the cabin ready in Maine. So, the High Priestess popped out. High Priestess. That's random she came out, right? I'm just getting the cards ready. High Priestess doesn't usually pop out like that, though. It's bow now? Oh, okay. Yeah, because he came downstairs trying to go in one of my closets. He's like, my hunting jacket down here? I'm like, I don't freaking know. I doubt it. I'm like, did you wear it last year? He's like, yeah, obviously. I was like, then it's not in my closet this year. Unless you literally took every box out of the closet and like hung up your jacket and put all the boxes back, which I know for a fact he didn't do because he would have been like, the fuck with all these boxes, court. You know what I mean? The one under the stairs. I'm like, please don't go in the closet. Please don't go in the closet. Please don't go in the closet. It's like one of them, like you have to like hold the closet shut, like push it real hard to get in. Yeah, break the hinges. I'm like, I don't even want to hear it. I mean, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bins right there that I brought back from storage. I gotta bring a couple back, but some of them are like winter, summer. I don't want to go to storage every year. I just don't, you know? Anywho, good morning. Good morning. Anybody else been feeling Texas lately? Anyone Texas on anyone's mind? Texas has been popping in my mind for a couple weeks now. I don't know if Spirit's trying to tell me like travel to Texas or go check out Texas, or if it's like more like a global thing and something going on in Texas. Is there anything going on in Texas right now that I'm unaware of? That I keep getting pulled to Texas? It's just random that state, something happened last week. Nothing crazy. Anything going on in Texas? It's been on my mind for like 2 weeks now. It just looked all foggy. Events around Texas. The Chicks Tour. Something festival. It's weird. It's pulling up events. And I Googled anything going on in Texas. And it pulls up events. Yeah, Jade had a blast visiting Texas. But it is strange that if you guys Google Texas right now, what comes up for you? Because typically I would get like weather, or you would think, right? So I don't know if it's something with events. I know there was a prediction, what was it? A few weeks back, it was Tennessee, something going on in Tennessee. But you had astrology come up for you. Okay. See, and I just had music festivals come up for me. Hello, Sheldon. Hello. Thank you for coming out of your winter enclosure. For 2 weeks. I mean, for 2 days you haven't come out, buddy. I know. Hello. Hi. What are you doing? Hi. Hi, Papa. Mama feed you? He didn't even come out to eat yesterday. A lot of people are talking about moving to Texas and Florida. Yeah, if you Google it, what comes up for you? I think it's odd that music just came up for me. You live in Texas? Hi, buddy. Hello. Hello. Hi, Papa. Hi. Hi, Papa. Mama, get your food ready. I got him some cactus pads last week, and I forgot to get spineless. So I've still been picking out. Oh, something in there is growing. My mom's like, take the soil from the garden. Take the soil from the garden. What the fuck do we got growing right there? So anywho, I planted one of the pads. They got tiny little thistles all over them. I'm hoping to grow them out. Hi. You want some help? Oh, you're so nice and warm. I didn't mean to scare the shit out of you. Where's all your other bowls? 75 in there, huh, buddy? Come have some fresh water, actually. Let me clean your water. Hold on. I know that looks clean, but it's really not. You didn't touch it in 3 days, buddy. Mama give you a bath later. Mama give you a bath. Huh? We'll have a tubby later. We'll have a tubby. There you go. Nice fresh water. Nice fresh water for you, buddy bear. Mama missed you. Mama missed you. You've been hiding. Okay. All right. Band books came up for you. Band books. You live in Dallas. Jade had a blast, yeah. So, you have a state fair. Yeah, I just think it's strange. I said, anything going on in Texas? I mean, it gave me music. I mean, it gave me events, but typically, every time I look into there, someone's got wicked anxiety. It's, someone's wondering if I can sense them. Yeah. It's like, go away now with your anxiety. Yeah, so I don't know. Masha had a blast in Colorado. She went to Red Rock. She said it was one of the best venues she's ever been to. So I don't know why. Good morning. Banned books. Very strange, right? Banned books came up for you. How'd you put it in? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's just like they just want me to go to Texas. So there might be like a portals, more portals. I don't know. So if you're in Texas, right? You said what's happening in Texas, yeah? Isn't that how I put it in too? I said anything going on in Texas. And you wrote, what's happening? Let's see. What's happening in Texas? And I got football. Texas news, weather, headlines. See, this is what I would expect. So that's what's happening in Texas. And then I wrote anything going on in Texas. So it makes a difference. Yeah, I don't know. I've just kind of felt the need. Like Texas was calling my name lately, last couple weeks. So, I don't know what's up with that. It was very random too. Like, I'm like, I could live in Texas. So it's just random because typically I'd be like, I see myself in Georgia. So why would I go to Texas before Georgia? Right? But Texas is just like freaking calling my name. Sheldon, drink some water. And I want to say the person who just got deployed, I want to say the base was in Texas. Austin. Yeah, my daughter went to Austin. It's warm year round, right? It's really because like when winter first started, it's not even winter, it's fall. My hands, I couldn't get my hands uncold for like 2 days. I was like, fuck this shit, man. I'm almost glad like certain things didn't work out for me regarding certain scenarios because I do not want to stick around here. It'd be one thing like if I stuck around here and just traveled a lot, but I don't even want like around here to be home base. So I don't know, guys. Seems like winter hit overnight here. No winter in Texas. Yeah, I would still miss the seasons, but I don't know. Is Texas affordable? I think when I've looked like affordable living, there's more countries than in-state. Like on my top like 10 things of like what I'd want around me if I was to go to another country, you know. But they're not like the best locations for like Wi-Fi or internet, like Bora Bora, like Indonesia. Everybody's friendly. It costs like nothing to live there. It's beautiful, but it's not a great place for entrepreneurs because the Wi-Fi sucks, you know. Yeah, rendezvous. So Costa Rica. Costa Rica's on my bucket list. I want to do some fishing in Costa Rica too. In jungle stuff for a couple days, jungle tours. I wouldn't want to live in Costa Rica though. It's affordable, but I wouldn't want to live there. Yeah, somebody I know, now he's drinking. No, my buddy's drinking. Good boy, buddy. Suck it up. Good boy, buddy. Don't come see me. You're not coming out. Is Texas affordable living? No, Texas is very affordable relative. Texas is affordable relative to other states in the U.S. In fact, the average cost of living here is 8% lower than the national average. Oh. But I said, is Texas affordable living? It said no. But then it says it is affordable relative to other states in the U.S. The average cost of living is 8% lower than the national average. So confusing. Is Texas affordable living? No. But then it's 8% lower. Like, what is that? So the answer would be yes. These look like closer to like the border though. El Paso, Hamilton, Louisville. And it's funny, didn't I say El Paso, which is weird? I mean, for one person, required annually is about $29,000 after taxes. Nicer neighborhoods, $34,000 annually. Why is Texas so cheap? Vacant land, low tax rate. Texas also has one of the most strongest economies in the world. Cost of living is quite cheap. Huh. I was just thinking for the weather, but it's nice to know it's affordable. Well, but I did say El Paso, Texas. But I also feel like, didn't something just happen there with that little girl who disappeared? That's like, is that like right on the border? Man, that looks dry as shit. Nice mountains. I wonder, there must be something historical. Historical history. Why does it continue on maps? I'm not driving to Texas right now. See, I'm telling you. I feel like I'm being pulled to Texas. I just asked for like historical places and it popped up my GPS. What is so historical about El Paso, Texas? Most authorities agree the arrival of the railroads, 1880. Okay, maybe the railroad. Anybody having anything up with the railroads lately? Must be a past life thing. History. By Spanish, Francism, mountain pass became a small archaeological. So it could just be a past life thing. Yeah, it's desert. Not all of Texas is desert though, right? Well, majority of it is, right? Depends on what city. Austin's expensive for living, but you'd probably go to the hill country outside the city. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in the city. I don't know if it's linked to past life or if it's like, go to Texas. I don't know. You know what's funny now that I think about it? Bruce, they almost considered moving to Texas because the government won't fuck with your retirement money. It's something like that. Maybe I'll end up in Texas. That's kind of exciting. "54-minute video on YouTube." I might end up watching that. It's funny because I could actually transfer to Texas right now if I wanted to with the hospital I work at. They have affiliates there. I know something's coming up, but I kind of want to wait for me to graduate. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I know she'll stay. She'll be in good hands, though. My sister and my mother down the road. So. Oh, yeah, El Paso is right next to Mexico. Santa Fe is right in between Santa Fe, New Mexico, and Mexico. Little Rock. Well, my brother's in Oklahoma. He's right there. Kansas, Missouri, Louisiana. Louisiana. Mississippi, Alabama. Gulf of Mexico. El Paso's nowhere near the fucking water, though, right there. I don't know. Roswell. Okay, so maybe it's just a vacation thing for me. I don't know. Albuquerque. My mother's friend lives in Albuquerque. She loves it. Phoenix, Arizona, on the way to school. Philadelphia, Atlanta, LA. Northern California, where the girls are warm. I can hear the sweet baby sing. Keep on rocking me, baby. Baby, baby, baby. I'm tempted, guys. I am tempted. This is very strange. Corpus Christi. I mean, it could just be because of the cards, too, right? I don't know, guys. It's like right on the border of Mexico, El Paso. Because that's where it's like I'm being pulled is El Paso. And that's not, I said it today. And the other day when Texas came in for me too, was El Paso. But they're not on the coast. That's a long drive to the fucking ocean. I don't know if I like that. Is there rivers in Texas right there? I mean, I know there's some big rivers, but like for anybody that's around Texas, do you know if there's at least rivers close to El Paso? I would need something. Which rivers are in El Paso, Texas? Extreme Western, the Rio Grande is the biggest. Is bridged to Mexico, to the New Mexico line. The Rio Grande. Crossing the river was an escape route. Texas slaves. Which is so weird. The last couple, because I've been watching, I like Westerns, some Westerns. I was just finishing the last season of Roswell. But I started watching, it's kind of cheesy. I don't know how I feel about it, but I've just kind of seen it through. I'm on season 2 is Wynonna Earp. I think, I don't know where that one takes place, but I feel like somewhere out there. No, they're in Purgatory. Where's Purgatory? Where's the city of Purgatory? Where Wild Earp and all that. Colorado. Wyoming. The Ghost River Triangle. Wild Earp. Wynonna Earp. Purgatory Town. So it's Wyoming. Anywho, I'm just looking at the map again real quick. I mean, I could take little road trips to Colorado. I'm like really seriously like I'm like I almost just want to pick up and fucking go, guys. See, this is why I don't do this, because I am that person. I will pick up and fucking go. Just enough in savings to start over. I'm that type though, even if I was dead broke, I would do it. Oh, I'm fucking tempted. Fucking get me going. All right. I'm going to pee and then we'll do this. Again, it might have a lot to do with my cards and past life. But, Sheldon, where are you? Tell me you did not go back in there. Buddy, come on. Loki, what are you barking at? There's nothing out there. Sheldon. 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 Come on, buddy. Come on. Come and eat. Come back out here. Okay. I don't know what it is. All right. All right, guys. Hold on. Come on, Sheldon. Yeah, I was just like, how much does I literally went pee, switched over laundry, and I said, I Googled how much does it take to move out of state, yada yada. This particular city in Texas will pay you to go there. You know how they pay to relocate? Where is this on the map? This is why I say anybody can move, guys. They will literally, they'll give you like 10 grand to move to Indiana. You got to stay for like, I think it's like 2 years. All right, that part is right on the opposite side though, but it's right there on the Gulf. It's right near the water. It's like exactly on the water. It's not where they want me though. Have to do some more research. See, yeah, this place right here where I was just Googling, like places that will let you like what they'll give you to move, paid to relocate states by state. All right, I'm going to bounce out of that. I'll look into that later. Like they'll give you 10 grand to go to, I think I just saw India, Oklahoma, I don't know how long you have to stay. When a state gives you money to move to that particular state, how long do you have to stay? You can move to Vermont, Alaska, Maine, Vermont, West Virginia. How does, okay, it's 183-day work. 183-day rule work. If you're a tax resident physically present in the United States 31 days of the current year, 183 days in the last 3 years, including the days present to the year, 1/3 of the days previous year. So it looks like about a year. What happens if you don't spend the 183 days? So they'll have you pay. You'll probably be taxed if you don't stay the 183 days. So they'll give you fucking 10 grand for free to move to their state, guys. And you have to stay 183 days. So don't tell me you guys can't fucking move. See what I'm saying? I would stay for at least a year and check things out. And then after the 183 days, you don't get taxed. Well, it's like, it's the 6 months. And then I think like after, someone told me about it for a year. for, someone told me about it before. I think it's like a 2-year, then you don't have to pay it back if you stay for the 2 years. Anything after that is like, anything after that 183 days, you'd get taxed, like have to pay it back. But fuck it, like who doesn't want to stay for a year? I bet you there's a way to get away with that where people can go from state to state from year to year every 2 years and just travel like that. So something for you guys to look into, you know. Obviously we brought it up for a reason that it came into the chat like that. I'm just, something with Texas just been fucking calling me. Must be like roots, lands, mountains. Thank you for the encouragement. You're welcome. I mean, I'm ready to just fucking pick up and go in like 2 months. I think Mia would go with me, but it's almost like I don't want to take that experience away from her either. A lot to consider, guys. Thank you for eating, Sheldon. Yeah, see that particular place in Texas, though, I wouldn't want to go to that one, but it's right on the coast. Which locations in Texas will they pay you to move to? Well, the TXDOT provides, through the Relocation Assistance Program, payments and services to aid you in the movement to your new location. Yeah, see, guys, anyone can do it these days. That's why it's like, get off the freaking system with certain stuff and just go start fresh, guys. You will never get out of the system if you don't do this. I was just talking to Bruce about it the other day. You don't have to purchase a home, you can rent. So there's only one place in Texas that they pay for. A lot of people from Vermont, Ohio, Oregon, Arizona, and North Carolina have been going to Texas. They only pay to relocate in one city, though. Other places, it's multiple cities. I mean, this looks like a beautiful city in Texas regardless, but I wouldn't want to go there. I mean, it is on the water, but that's not what they want me on the opposite side. Who's from Texas in this chat? How is Beaumont, Texas? I mean, it looks beautiful, and it's right on the coast. They only give you $2,000 to go there. Oh, and so, no, that's 1-year membership at the Health and Wellness Center. Eligible requirements: must relocate within 12 months, must have remote work position, or be self-employed. Must be eligible to work in the U.S. and 18 and older. Must have remote work or position, self-employed. Well, that works for me. But it looks like it's only that one little, it's that one town. I mean, it's great, it's right on the coast, but Yeah, well, there's a lot of states where they'll give you money to move to. A lot. I was just talking about Texas, but which states will pay you to relocate? You have to stay for a year. Not every state pays you moving experiences, but they do pay to live there. Our list includes Virginia, Texas. I will tell you which states. There's 11 states that will give you cash incentives. Alaska, Maine, Vermont, West Virginia, Arkansas. That looks beautiful. Tucson, Oklahoma, Topeka, Kansas, Lincoln, Kansas, Iowa, Alabama, Ohio. So there's Texas isn't even on this list, but I just Googled it and you can. But PFD is paid for Alaska. I mean, if you move to Alaska, they'll pay your entire mortgage and rent for an entire year, a full calendar for you to get situated. So it's like permanent funding. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, anybody can move, guys. You might not want to go there, but then you end up loving it. I mean, why not? But the five top cities are Oklahoma, Minnesota, Alaska, Vermont, and Kansas. That will give you more than 10 grand, depending on what you are eligible for. But the minimum is 10 grand. 15 states that will pay you to move there. And this one says 15. So West Virginia, Kansas, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Kansas. Yeah, these are all the 10 grands and up. Alabama, Connecticut, Maine, Alaska, Ohio, Tennessee, Minnesota. So you just have to do your own research. $10,000 is paid monthly to the first year of $2,000 lump sum by the end of the second year. So that's if you do a different one. Here's 30 plus states that will help you move. So you just have to do your own thing. Alaska, Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, Connecticut, alphabetical order, Georgia. Ooh, Savannah. Ooh, see? Look at that. Right in my fucking alley. Exactly where I wanted to be. Indiana, Ohio, Kansas, Kentucky, Maine, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Nebraska. It's weird, Mexico's not on there. Ohio, Oklahoma. It's only that one country. I mean, that one city. Oregon, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Texas. But it's just that one. Residents moving into the villa qualify for the land and receive a plot valued at $30,000 to give the most value of the deal. Must own your own land within 5 years. Okay, so they pay you a lot more, but you can buy the land. Vermont, West Virginia. Lots to look into, guys, if you're interested. But again, like, all that didn't just come in for no reason. Lots of people are moving here to Texas and Florida thanks to the government of CA. Cost of living is going up because of that. Yeah. Can't imagine it's going to go up too much. Cost of living is kind of going up everywhere. But hey, if it can get you where you want to be and start over, and you do it the right way, why would you not? Eventually, it's only going to help this state. That's why they're doing it. Which is pulling me exactly to like the railroads back in the day. That's why they put the railroads in, for the economy. You know what I mean? Anyhow, let's do Libra. It was just 41, 41. 35, 35 came in earlier. But spiritual meaning of 41, 41. Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. It says it's just the 41s, they add up to the 4, indicating that your angels want you to ask, become forthcoming. Indicates that your angels want you to ask them to become involved with manifesting, particularly what you're manifesting, with your life purpose and giving to the world. Indicates that your angels want them to ask involved. I didn't know. I don't think in the midst of manifesting, I don't think I've ever asked. Yeah, have a great day, Pisces. Few days, I'll get to the Pisces. I don't think I've ever asked them to help with manifesting. I've helped them with I've asked them with a lot of things, but I don't think manifesting is one of them. You'd also ask your angels for some vital additional information that you may need at this time, as your path may not be clear but apparent at this time. Fear not, though the universe and your angels will give you a clear view of your life purpose and what it is you want to seek. Homeward Bound just came to me. Homeward Bound. Homeward Bound. Isn't that a movie? An incredible journey. And it just talked about the journey. So there's dogs in that one. It's like before they leave for vacation for San Francisco, they drop off their pets and venture. Don't the animals like chase them or something? They embark on the trek of the rugged wilderness in Nevada mountains to reach home. So Nevada might be significant to you guys. You know, that's why I'm saying, like, the 4141 just talked about that journey. You might not know now, but ask them to help with manifesting. So this is probably has a lot to do with relocating, especially if you guys want to relocate. Everything we just kind of talked about with the 4141 previously. And then Homeward Bound, that's like a journey. Take it, you know. And that's all in the mountains in Nevada. And we were just talking about mountains and certain stuff. So however you want to interpret that. You know what I mean, jelly beans? You know what I mean? Music is what like feelings sound alike. Someone just sent me that emoji. So let's do this. Libra. Libra, October for Libra. For Libra. Libra, oh Libra. The color orange just came through. Orange. Okay. All right, my little Libras. October. And yeah, it was pulled to the mountains. Could be the Rocky Mountains. We talked about Colorado came in, Nevada, all that stuff, guys. So Libra. I want to pull you a Buddha card, Libra. Buddha, rocking everywhere. Buddha, rocking everywhere. Mingya, Texas is calling me. Maybe I just need a little retreat. Maybe I just go for the weekend before I go back to work. I'm too busy though. Libra, October. The Temple of Heart. Set your heart on doing good. Ever faithful. Faith is the best companions. Set your heart on doing good. Faith is the best companion. I think some heart chakra is about to open, or very docile. I wouldn't say the energy I'm picking up is melancholy. It's more like might be some triggers. Faith is the best companion. Set your heart on doing good. It's more like, what do you want to do for yourself? Spirituals already have that faith, but for those who are not spiritual or don't have a particular faith, that could be your message. Hold faith. I don't know. Something there. So if the energy goes kooky, I'll look up every once in a while. Just throw me some emojis, okay? All right, Libra, October. Some of you have to do with your North Node or your South Node right now with Libra. It's really the positions of your chart. So I think there's, Again, I just got pulled to the High Priestess there. Libra, October, please. There's no way this deck isn't ready. That's strange. Let me do it this way. One card for Libra, please. One card for Libra. Or two. One card for Libra, or two. Two of Wands. This, and again, that High Priestess, guys. I don't know. Is it like, are you listening to your gut? Now, tell me about Two of Wands. Like, this would be the opposite way of me doing this. And then you got another two. Maybe that was the two cards. Tell me about the Two of Wands. So it's having me do the opposite from all the other zodiacs. Because all the other zodiacs, I was doing this first. Tell me about the Two of Wands. The 2 and the 9 came out. But they really didn't want to take 2. Alright, they're being really fucking particular here. 29. There's definitely important. There's something like a project or something that's necessary. There's something going on here. Look at that, opened it right up to art. Advice from the dead. Your project has been taken on an important scope and it is necessary to communicate and translate it creatively to the outside. This is like a heavy read, even though it doesn't seem heavy right now. Art is doubtably one of the most important aspects of life. Once man descended from the trees and satisfied his primary needs, such as building a roof and to protect himself from the elements. Finding food, the first thing he did was paint the animals that were hunted. Art allowed us to create the narrative regarding the world that we live in to make it less upheaval. To communicate our highest, the most noble of orders. You hear my voice? I have like anxiety, so I don't know what's going on here. It allows us to give comprehensive form, otherwise impenetrable concepts became on the earth and personifications that illustrated the world of creation. Advice from the dead, and I said that backwards. Your project has taken on an important scope and it is necessary to communicate it and transmit it creatively to the outside. So whatever you're doing, I don't think art's ever come up, but they're like, do it. Again, it could be relocating. The Two of Wands talks about knowing that you want to take a path, so take it. Like, have the faith. Like, set your heart on good things. Like, that's like good intentions. I know everyone's like, oh, to be an artist, it's like surviving to be an artist in this world is like almost impossible. But like, keep doing it. Whatever you're creating or painting, whatever you're about to start. Whether it's relocating, I can't get the relocating out of my head, but with the priestess there, you could be tapping into your Akashic records. Because the high priestess popped out and it's at the bottom of the deck still. Okay. So with the Knight of Swords, you could have some information coming in. But this is like cat got your tongue. Hidden information, 8 of Wands reversed, but they're not communicating. So that doesn't really help, or you're not communicating. That felt like another energy that wasn't communicating. But that's the least of your worries, because this read is regarding you. in what you're doing next. You're definitely about to create something in the month of October. And I just feel like faith or spirit or belief is going to push you through. But again, there's something with like the heart chakra, like set your heart on doing good. So I don't know if it's doubt. Again, I don't know where the book would be. I don't know where the Buddha book would be. I have shit down here I completely forgot about. I was like, I don't know where it is. Well, here it is. I believe that's what it's saying. The Temple of the Heart. In the rays of enlightenment, all of life grows. Reflect on the colors of the rainbow when it appears and disappears, the cycle of death and rebirth. From nothingness back to nothingness, may the enduring light of your soul be one and the same, a seamless part of the radiant whole. Through this process, karma is born of greed, anger, and folly is accumulated. This is accumulated through karma goes through, otherwise become imprisoned in your cocoon of discrimination and unable to free themselves from the round of birth and death. They do not realize that things have nothing to do with the being qualified or overqualified, nor with the cause of birth, confirmation, or destruction. The unwise cling to names, signs, and ideas as the minds move along the channels to feed them multiplicities of objects to fall into notion, but ego belong them, discrimination. So this feels like kind of like on the outside, besides just my spirituals, and I forgot to call it out too. This seems like there's already something created. Like I said, this seems heavy, so I don't know if it's like on the outside or what's around you. There's ego, there's judgment. It's like set your heart free. Believe in yourself if you don't have a certain faith. Because I also picked up on the fact that it's a number 9. Which is like the end of something. And the number 1, that's just, to me is faith. Blue, indigo, and violet are colors of the highest consciousness. Projection, blessings, reassurance beneath the Buddha tree. Enlightenment awaits if you have the patience to sit in the shade. Believe in it and believe in your own magical powers and bringing forth your best life possible. So that probably makes sense. That goes with that. Setting your heart on doing good is more of the energy around you, as in like collective, not so spiritual, or any particular faith, or they could have faith or no faith. So in regards, I also feel like it's definitely you guys at the same time. Because this really feels refreshing. Like you're going in a new direction. Some type of energy has shifted. I don't know. Yeah, something seems very heavy, but like it's not heavy. So I don't know. It doesn't feel like the energy on the outside. I'm going to look more into that, but before I do that, I want to pull you one of these. Let's just stick to this for right now. It's like it's almost like create what your heart wants you to create. So here's where the confusion is. I feel like we have the matrix here. We have the matrix here as well, but more of like on a spiritual sense from my spiritualist. So there's like confliction, but there doesn't need to be confliction. So I want to step out of the matrix. If you guys are in the matrix and you're watching, then I hope things shift for you, but I can't get into the whole this is why you should do that. Do what it is you want to fucking do. You get what I'm saying? Like golden path. I don't think that's ever come out. Continue your current course of action, even if you are experiencing unforeseen difficulties or obstacles. This card has shown up in your reading today to encourage you to keep going. Faith, perseverance, and conviction will lead to your golden path. Now is not the time to give up. A bright future is in the making, even though you cannot currently see it, which is the same message I got from like the 4141. Okay, so Spirit's really talking to you. We can clearly see the path, guys. If you have strong Libra, I don't know how you guys are resonating. I mean, you could have one placement of Libra, and this is like really important, especially if it's your North Node or your South Node. Or if it's your second house or your 11th house where your Libra is, your 9th house, first, second. It's either your second house, it's something like that, guys. Because 29 would go right back to 11, which is a 2. I don't know what page the golden path was on. I guess I'm just breaking down numerology right now. 41, which is a 5. So again, we're back to the 4141. This is something you're about to start. I don't know if I don't really feel doubt. I'm trying to sense what I'm picking up on. Hasn't quite come to me yet. But whatever this is, take the path. It could just be what you're leaving behind you or the matrix. That was a weird breath. I need water. I just got nauseous. Whenever I start reading lately, I keep getting nauseous. is just trying to they're just trying to acclimate my energy, and it's just it's a lot. I don't know. This is like, I don't know if you feel stuck. What are you waiting for? Breathing in, breathing out. I don't know. It doesn't feel like you're slacking. It almost feels like you're waiting for the right energy or something, but that energy will hit you when, like, you just got to go after it. Like, this is, I'm trying to work on my nausea right this second too. Hold on. I don't know where in the atmosphere they're taking me, because it's the last few times I've been getting nauseous. It's part of ascending is when we're opening our higher conscious, guys. It's like I don't know how to explain it. There's something here I'm not picking up on for you guys, but it's choosing a new direction. It's definitely going in a new direction. You got the golden path. You don't see the direction. You might be sensing it. You have the sun here. It's like having the sun here. Whatever this is a big deal. Don't let the matrix interfere here. It's almost like something doesn't feel right. It has to do with the energy. So the energy of the matrix is, I wouldn't say it's getting the best of you, but it could be trying to slow you down. So it's almost like, don't let the dense energy win. Well, I don't know if you're sitting here and you're wondering, like, is it just not the right time? Is it divine timing? Is it you slacking? Is it like, I'm trying to pick up what this is for you? It might be kind of like more of you slacking, because I don't feel like you're stuck. I feel like whatever's just on your mind, like, I just heard James Bay, Give It to the Trees, but that's not the name of the song. James Bay. Let it be. Just let it be. Let it. Why don't you do you and I'll do me? So whatever's like on your mind, like, give it to the trees. So go outside, release it to the trees, take a walk. Because I just heard give it to the trees. And I think it's more like, yeah, give it to the trees. It's not just the song itself. It's give it to the fucking trees. Go talk to the trees. Give it to the trees. But again, that song's actually an important song in my life when that song came in. So it's significant on, if you guys remember that song. You know, I can relate music to certain stuff and to certain people. So this might be a brand new chapter of your life. Because I feel like it's more, I feel like it's more like you're slacking, but you don't even realize you're slacking in regards to what you create next. I don't feel you blaming the energy. So does this make sense to anybody? It's like something you could be working on every day, but you're not. It's something like that. Or like you haven't worked on it in like a week or 2 weeks, or like you haven't worked on it in the last month. It's something like that, guys. Where it's like you're not allowing the certain energy to come in. I don't know if you're telling yourself it's divine time. Like, I feel like it's more like you're slacking without a reason. So it could be your nerves. Zombie. That's a control thing. That's definitely not for you guys. Tell me for my spiritualist. See, that's the matrix. So you have heavy matrix around you. Message from my spiritualist. Because that's like the Walking Dead. That's like just walking around dead like you're a freaking zombie. Just part of the matrix. Doo-doo-doo, you know? No care in the world, trying to control things, how things go. Someone might get triggered there with control because they don't have control over a situation. I'm not really sure. That's definitely not, to me, that's definitely not you guys. It is in a way, though, so let me figure out what they're pinpointing. Because that's typically, last time I read that was definitely like part of the matrix. The dead arise, the voice of mumbling. After our brains, they go tumbling. Zombies have become quite the fashion recently with vampires. Turn on the television, you see them there. But zombies are merely a fun icon for popular culture. Traditionally, they are mainly associated with the African and the voodoo religion. Zombies have been said reincarnation, dead bodies reincarnated, chanted by the learned practitioner. The practitioner is said to have captured the part of the living soul to animate the body. Always temporary action because the soul cannot be contained. Decomposing body for long. God will give you your soul back. One of the most frightening aspects of this idea of zombieism is the idea of our souls and consciousness of being trapped inside the body that does not belong to you, biting somebody else's. Another is an idea of being buried alive. The fate of somebody is being called, so getting trapped is already in the dead body. Should the zombie step unsteadily into your life, it is time to look at the concept of control. Do you want to control everything, leaving little of free expression? Do you choose patterns that are not equal or something you can more easily manipulate to change to your liking? Or do you allow it to happen to you? If you're not living in the most authentic life, it's time to look at why and how to change it. Let me go back here. The practitioner said to capture the part of a living soul is to animate the body, which is always temporary action as it cannot be contained for a decomposing body. There's something in this one paragraph. The practitioner is said to capture the part of the living soul to animate the body. It's always temporary action as long as the soul cannot be contained in the decomposing body for long. So God would take back your soul. What am I not picking up on? This is definitely like take control back of your life. I mean, there's no question when it comes to my spirituals. You're slacking. You're not stuck, but you feel stuck. But you have heavy matrix energy around you that could be bogging your energy. Like there wasn't supposed to be a pause. I don't know if you're like, all right, it's just a pause. Like there's something here I can't explain for you guys. All I know is that you got to step back into this. Like no more slacking. Take control of the situation. Tell me about the zombie. This is more than like strength in the magician. This is more than like clearing, okay? This is just telling me like you have to have the strength to keep manifesting. Like you have all the tools you need. I don't know if you're like, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. Okay? Like there's an energy that came in. Person, place, a thing. I don't even know if you saw the energy. The hangman, right? So that's almost like the pause I was talking about, but like, so again, it could be person, place, or thing. That's 3 major arcana. Underneath that, you did have the Knight of Cups reversed and the Page of Pence. So it could be an energy around you, but is Knight of Cups could be emotional, drinking. I don't know what the Page of Pence, though. That's a new offer. A decision needs to be made regarding the Ace of Pence, King of Wands. So it could be like a strong masculine energy, but it could also be like it's like a dense entity. It's like an entity around you or something. It's like, don't get all freaked out, guys. Use some salt, cleanse your house, open the windows, because this energy is going to be rolling in and out through October. It's October, guys. It's going to try to stop you from creating. It's almost like, look what happened the other day with me. I had to get off YouTube for a few days because the energy of some galactic situation was trying to find the source of the energy that was given to me to message for you guys, because it mimicked my exact words. It wasn't just the Matrix where it was glitching and I was repeating the same thing. It took what I said and hummed it because it was trying to grab my frequency, right? So you do have a dense energy or entity around you just trying to stop you because they know what direction you're going in. And again, it could just be an entity or energy around you. I feel like a lot of stuff got cleansed with the full moon, but I also feel like stuff came in with the full moon. But like you have what you need to manifest. You just need the strength. So this like energies can even get the best of me, guys. Like no matter how grounded we are, it just, these energies will attack because we're going places. Again, you have to remember we were on the first wave, so that's a pretty big deal. It's either there's a person around you that's bogging you down. Keep your distance. I mean, it's definitely something heavy for you, but I think you're going to snap out of it. And the way you're going to snap out of it is by just getting back into research or following what's best for you. So you just have a lot of matrix energy around you guys. Okay, so that's normal. It just seems to be a lot more potent. Let's see if we can get you any advice on this golden path. Because I feel like there's so much more I can read into, but like this is either going to hit like, oh, I want to go in this direction, like very randomly. Like somebody said to me, like, thanks for the encouragement. It was a random message to move. You know what I mean? Could happen today. It could happen in the month of October. But see, you would feel this energy, but it'd be energy that you can't really explain. It's not really anything you need to worry about. It's more of a dense energy of the matrix that just needs to be overcome. And again, the way to do that is to just keep focusing on the white light, which is probably just, I'm guessing, your happiness, or that like the way you can see, like this is a yellow light, that's a yellow light. I almost said yellow. I don't know what it means on the white light. It's to me probably the most authentic part of you, your purity. It's white, it's pure authenticness, right? It's not like, oh, the white light, go towards the light. I'm not like referencing that type of energy. This is all the ancestors. And again, that'd be 222. Okay. So you guys got the 4141. Now you have the 222. No true evolution or progress is possible if we consider ourselves to be isolated from the world. This card encourages you to do many spiritual things or ritual work or state of solidarity and trust towards others. The concept here is expressed by the love in our minds and the bloom that leads us to collaborate with others for the greater good. Approach your work and your actions in the state of socialness and solidarity, perhaps starting a collaboration with those you trust. So again, I forget which card that came out with, but twos are about partnerships, collaborations, balance. So I don't know if somebody's coming in and like poking around, oh, we should do this together. I don't know if it's something you want to push away from because it's not something that's really working for you, especially if they're way too much in the matrix. I kind of have to place this for you guys. Or if this is a situation that you would want to explore. But again, there's different meanings of the 222. But I know it's really partnerships, relationships, stability. But this, I don't typically read this either, but that's the universe that's the universe and its spiritual beings that are trying to strengthen your faith. We do have faith here. So I don't know if this is like a moment of weakness or a moment of doubt that comes in October, but the fact that I want to keep explaining it to you is a pretty important message. Whatever it is, just you need to push through. The 222 encourages you for balance, harmonious peace, stance in areas of your life. It tells you that everything will turn out for the best long term. It's also reminding you to keep up the good work that you've been doing. It's evident that your manifestations are coming into fruition. So whatever this is, this feels like a pause or something, and it's not, guys. It's just, it wasn't a pause that was supposed to happen, like that type of pause, like meaning like you weren't supposed to pause on what it was you were doing. Well, maybe a temporary pause, but time to get back into it is what I'm hearing. So I don't know what that's in regards to. I don't know if you were waiting for the go ahead. You felt like the energy wasn't right. The energy is now good again if you guys needed that message or that confirmation. But it's trust, encouragement, attainment, success, adaptability. Auspicious opportunities. So in regards to you working on something with someone, or could just be your ancestors. The Two of Cups, Two of Cups upright, Three of Swords reversed, the Nine of Cups reversed. So this is like taking yourself at a disappointment, not being in residence, not being happy. This is an odd message. Or it's you possibly partnering up with somebody, takes you out of this stagnant energy of not feeling good enough, not being content. It would take you out of like the disappointment that's some of you will be partnering up with somebody, Ten of Swords reversed, but that's like ignoring something. So this is tell me about the Two of Cups, a very conflicting Page of Swords. Again, it could be somebody watching you or somebody that's about to communicate. King of Cups could be a Cancer, Scorpio. I almost said Leo. Page of Cups reversed. Six of Pentacles, Judgment reversed. Yeah, see, there's something up with this, though. That could be like, I'm sorry, but the Six of Pentacles is very unstable. Judgment reversed is somebody who's not really making the right judgment calls. You got the Emperor reversed. Yeah, see, it's like somebody that's watching you loves you, but they are vibing on extremely low energy here. Extremely low. Not making the right judgment calls. You got the Lovers here, which is a past life situation. And then you got the Emperor reversed. The Emperor reversed is very controlling, wants things to go their way. There might be an addiction here. And then you got Justice reversed. Yeah, so you got the Major Arcana and the Minor Arcana for Justice, both reversed. There's an energy around you that has zero balance in regards to a situation. But yet, this might be an energy that wants to come in and collaborate with you guys, or partner up with you, or a soulmate that wants to be back into your life. I kind of feel like this is telling me that you don't want this energy around right now. Or this is an energy that needs to kind of come in and collaborate so it changes the world. But like, I don't know how you would be in the midst. I don't know how you would create, like, this is a very conflicting reading, guys. This is energy of almost like, you'd be like, oh, hell no. But it ends up being a good thing. So I don't know what this is. If this is like hearsay. This is, for some of you, if it's not work related, because this is where you go next. It's somebody who just wants to be back in your life. But it feels like spirit wants you to give somebody the benefit of a doubt versus being like, oh, hell no. But I mean, I guess if somebody shows up, if somebody's not showing up, I wouldn't waste your time. Or maybe some of you do need to waste your time. See, this is a fucked up message. It could be part of your contract, guys, with the high priestess being out. It might be an experience that somebody, I would think you would be a catalyst. So I don't, wow, this is a crazy fucking message. I don't know. This is like giving somebody like the benefit of the doubt when it comes to something, but something just doesn't feel right. And I think it's because you have that dense energy around you. I don't know what this energy is that kind of like it's either a work thing, somebody around you in your work environment, or this is somebody from that you know now that wants to make something right, or somebody from your past that wants to make something right. But I don't see like the energy around this person is negative. So that's why I would be like, all right, stay far away from that. So maybe you're just meant to help somebody through something. And it's in your Akashic records. I don't think you'd be too happy about it. It might feel like a bigger bump in the road or something. Yeah, see, I don't. So some of you, I guess, like if the energy comes back correct, maybe give it the benefit of the doubt. If it doesn't come back correct, then I wouldn't even bother. Some of you, the sun with the 17th or the 19th, it could be right when it switches over to Scorpio. Because I just saw the 8 of Cups, which is walking away, walking towards other things. This is a very conflicting message. It can be once you get on your path, you can meet somebody new and you're like, oh no. You know, like, no, I just got out of a relationship. I want nothing to do with it. But this person might end up playing an important role. Because 222 is an important message. If it was just like 112 or 22, I'd be like, you know, but 222 is a significant message, guys. So I do feel like it's a reminder you're heading in the right direction. And it's endurance, tolerance. It's like trying to strengthen your faith too. And you got faith over here. So it's almost like Spirit's asking you to have faith in a situation regarding somebody. It feels like you don't have it in you. Or you can't be bothered. So you have something coming towards you or something or someone that's already back. So in regards to that, I can try to pull your best advice if that comes back in. I mean, you got all these twos, so something Something always crosses your path, right, guys? But this feels like a big fucking bump in the road that you don't want to cross. And it wouldn't be like in regards to this place. It just feels like an obstacle you don't want to deal with, maybe. There's like too much around, like. Yeah, see, emotional healing, awakening, and then joy. There's too much emotional pain attached to this situation with somebody. Now, that's not an excuse to make up with somebody. It doesn't work that way. So, this is why I feel like that's exactly why I was like, it feels so like hesitant, you know. A lot of hurt. I just saw past life. Healing. I need emotional healing. There was that joy and success. Spiritual awakening. That's relationship healing. This is emotional healing. I get so emotional, baby. Every time I think of you. Yeah, but like that's hot healing. That sounds me like emotional healing. It's a clear or it's a smoky quartz. If you have smoky quartz, okay. An awakening crystal is the most powerful crystal on this planet. It is classified as a teaching crystal. It was put on this earth to assist humanity in healing, transforming emotional body. It holds within the secrets of healing of the emotional body on a massive scale, working with this group of consciousness and assisting the planet to bring oneness to the world of community. It's now time to allow the deep misunderstood emotions of the wounds of the traumas to heal the core of your being as you accept these feelings of love, experience, traumas, and emotions. You no longer need to push away the feelings down inside. Your soul is calling you to release the pain and suffering to the love of the universe. Remember, when the emotional trauma is occurring or residing within you or revisiting within you, it can be overwhelming and difficult at times. If you're struggling to cope, know you're not alone, and they're here to support you with deep healing. As you embark on this sacred healing journey, also remember to be gentle and kind on yourself and things to nurture and support your progress. You're being called to allow yourself to surrender and to be vulnerable while healing takes place. As you work with this awakening crystal, you are encouraged to accept love and feelings that you have within you. Love is the key to deep healing process. Addictive behaviors may also be coming to the surface because you need to let go of old emotions, beliefs, patterns, or illusions. Because the addictions are sometimes held, you keep them suppressed emotions or trapped.
Trust that you are strong enough to get through this healing time and allow your heart in a more deserving way as you transform. Allow your heart to open of the medicine of the crystal awakening. Let the tears flow as you embrace the opportunity to transform and heal in your life. Strength and courage. With every call of your being, the heart expands of self-acceptance and love. You could also be pulled to this card today. Remind yourself that you have already been doing this deep emotional healing for some time now. Now that you are gaining more of the balance emotionally in your life, this is you. Give yourself a huge pat on the back that you are growing in love, wisdom, and strength every day. Neighbors. So this is something you've already been going through. And this is something, it's like continue to keep pushing through it. My throat just felt really cold. So, because to me, it's also telling me, like, you pulled this card today because you have reminded yourself that you've already been going through this deep emotional healing at this time. Know that you are gaining more of the balance emotionally in your life. If this is you, give yourself a huge pat on the back and know that you are growing in love, wisdom, and strength every day. So they know Spirit knows you're still going through this. Whether somebody else is making it obvious or somebody wants to just kind of come in and act like nothing happened. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a thing for you. So you do have this disruptive energy in October. But it's like somebody trying to maybe make something right, but like there's too many fears and stuff getting in the way, because you have the Magician. It's like you can manifest, but with Strength being here, the devil was just lurking, right? So that means, someone's ego, pain, all those things that the devil carries, the dense energy, the dark energy that I felt around you, wanting to control certain situations. It's like that energy wants to come back around or something, but without being emotional, without explaining, like still trying to control the situation. And you're going to bypass the devil if that happens, but it's still really emotional. So this is somebody that is going to try to come back in and be part of your life or something. Or this is just trying to tell you that somebody that was in your life caused this pain, family, friend, ex, whatever it is, and you've been healing, and you're going towards the golden path. So don't let this energy, like I said, of the Matrix, and this is what it is, that I just took me forever to pick up on, okay? Holy shit. So it's like your emotions getting stirred again, and there could even be anger here. There could be resentment. It doesn't just have to be tears. It's like, how many times do you want to do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7. How many times you want to stab me in the back? Or there's some deep feelings that you're holding on to. So yeah, majority of you are absolutely hands down in the midst of this, and you're about to come into balance. That's why that felt so, like, I didn't know how to relate to that at first with the hat thing. So this person might show up. If not, the feelings will show up in the month of October. And it's not to test you. It's more of the other energy in the Matrix just trying to like slow you down from your own purpose here, You know what I'm saying? Like where spirit wants you, you going towards like the light. It doesn't mean stop and give someone necessarily the benefit of a second chance. Let me pull one more. What did I just do with the deck of cards? Where did that deck just go? What did I do with the deck? Oh, right here. Like give it to the trees. Remember James Bay? So to me, you've been in a healing process. This is almost like, it's like that last stage almost where it's like you keep telling yourself you need time or this and that, like, because it's also an awakening, like meaning like, okay, you can get out of that now. Like it's like the last of like no longer need to hold on to it type thing. Teacher, and then you have empowerment. That was a teaching crystal too. It's a teaching card. So some of you guys are definitely a teacher. It's the heart chakra throne. Throat or crown. It's something with the throat chakra here. It's like someone needs to speak up or something. It evokes wisdom. It opens the heart to share the wisdom, supports the divine wisdom, connects to your teaching guides in higher realms. You're attracted to this card today to remind you of you're the best teacher in your life right now. All your experience have brought abundance and wisdom, knowledge at this time, like what you've taken from them. This is the important turning point that's guiding you towards a deeper connection within. Hold your own counsel, be your own sage, and listen to the inner guidance when you draw upon your personal life experiences and support your growth. You have been receiving signs, inner knowings, and hunches around situations in your life. And this card is another confirmation that you have already been ready to connect with your inner teacher. This card also allows you to indicate that you have wisdom and knowledge to share to others. You're being encouraged to work closely with this particular crystal, releasing fears of stepping into your new power as a teacher. If you're asked for guidance about a specific person, know that this card indicates that the soul has much to teach you and will play a significant role in your life. So like I said, guys, yeah, you might be that person for somebody, whether you like it or not. I know some of you guys did not want to hear that message. I know you didn't, because that's like, and then it goes to lover, right? So it's like, it's you being the teacher, the catalyst. Because this is like taking what you've learned, the lessons that you've faced, the wisdom that you've taken from it, the healing that you've obtained from what you've been through, sharing it with others. So again, it's reminding you that you're the best teacher in your life right now. So I wouldn't just jump into anything in particular with anybody. This energy might try to come back around, but you still have to create and have the strength to push through this, because in between that would be the devil. Someone trying to control how something plays out, and it's very unpractical. It's their own fears getting in the way. Okay, it has nothing to do with you, so don't let somebody project that. Because to me, this is like, get on your own fucking path. Don't wait for nobody to come around. You know. You're still healing from a past situation. I feel like there's probably more anger than anything, or frustration, or just like you want nothing to do with it, you know, because to me, you didn't ask to be the catalyst here. Because you're definitely going places with this golden path, guys. So right now, take care of yourself. You're the best teacher right now. Listen to your own inner wisdom and guidance. I don't know what you're going to do here. I just got another sense like you're supposed to do something with this energy, and it's like, it's very unsettling even for me to deliver that message to you. Because if someone's not willing to put the effort in, be vulnerable, break down things, get through this emotional healing, you know, get things started, you know, something, break onto the other side, break onto the other side. I don't know. See, this is you being on the struggle bus a little bit. Don't stop what it is. Don't stop don't stop what it is you're doing or direction you're going in. Let's see what this other energy wants. It doesn't look like they have much to bring to the table right now if they're not being who they need to be. How's that benefit you? You don't just take on something because in hopes that it's going to work out. Like, you can't be unrealistic here when you're creating your future. So I don't know what this energy is. There needs to be communication. I don't know if you guys separated with a soulmate. Obviously, it's more. So there's no communication here. To me, it's not really misunderstandings. You need to communicate. But if somebody else is not communicating with you, then maybe that's what you communicate. All this blue. And back to healing, the divine masculine. So again, yeah, this is somebody from your past that you're healing, they're healing. The door of communication needs to be open, but to me, that's the problem. They don't communicate. So how can you have this union if you're dealing with somebody who doesn't fucking communicate? Good fucking luck, Libra. I mean, I hate to deliver that message for you, but that is the truth. I think I'm just going to leave it at that. We talked about the emotional healing. But this energy not all energy is going to communicate, guys, especially one energy that's trying to control. Are they trying to hold back so they can manifest, keeping the devil out of the scene? Maybe, but there's still something fucking off. I can tell, I can feel it. And I'm trying to sense it. Is communication. This person is not communicating with you, or they're communicating through different vessels, just something needs to be communicated completely different, and it's not being communicated. I gotta run to the bathroom. I think I'm gonna throw you one more card, then wrap up Libra and go to Scorpio. In regards to this 29, yeah, see, this is somebody who's not communicating with you, so don't stop whatever it is you're doing. Oh my God, 3 cards are fucking healing. Oh, dear fucking Lord. If someone's not going to communicate the pain or talk about what's going on, there's not much you can do here. So if somebody's not willing, fucking say la vie, take them right out of your life. Because this is for Libra. This is you guys going in a new path. To me, what you're going to be working on is also healing. Because you can't sit here and say that we're going to work on things when there's shitty fucking communication regarding feelings. This is all healing. It's all boils down to feelings, your gut, your stomach. So if you can't communicate this type of stuff, then there's not much of a shot here in regards with you being with somebody else. The path you take next is extremely healing, with or without somebody, because this talks about being with somebody too and doing it together. This isn't, this is what gets me. I feel like you guys are dealing with somebody who uses time as an excuse. Because it's energy where it's like trying to control it, staying stagnant. When the best thing to do to heal is to be with somebody who makes you happy, go in certain directions that make you happy, right? This is somebody who blocks that. So if you have an energy around you that's blocking that, c'est la vie. See you later. I wouldn't put too much work into something, guys. And it's not past pain or something that needs to be healed, because that only happens when somebody else partakes and opens up and is completely fucking honest. And I'm telling you right now, you don't have that. with this person, because if you did, this read wouldn't be on the board the way it is. So if you're both going to put effort into it, then it looks like you guys have a phenomenal future. If this is somebody who's slacking and is not communicating and I'm not putting effort into it, like, see you fucking later. Because don't stop whatever this is. So Libras, you guys are in the midst of moving forward, healing at the same time. Art is very healing to some people. So maybe there's certain art from a magazine you can pull out and, you know, tape on your vision board or keep it next to you, because this is all healing. Okay. Healing again, right? So keep manifesting, have the strength to push through, have control over your own life, your own destination. Don't let somebody else come in and control how something flows. That doesn't work. Okay. So if that's the scenario and someone's still trying to control how something flows, yeah, Knight of Pence, somebody who's fucking slow as shit. Could be reliable, might not be though, but you got the world. It's not like, hey, open another door. That's like, shut that shit down, because you're going in a different direction. You don't need nobody slowing you the fuck down. Get what I'm saying? And I'm kind of just really being called to take a walk. So I might take my phone, probably just go down to, I picked up pretzels. I hope there's enough Rolos. We've been eating the Rolos. It's like we got one or we got the other. If you guys can take a walk, take a walk. I really shouldn't be walking like that, but if I walk slow enough, I'm just feeling really guided to take a walk. So don't let somebody come in, like I said, and try to control a certain situation and how something goes, because you won't get to where you need to be. So I'm thinking this reading was very clear. It's, some of you are definitely dealing with somebody in the matrix. So hang in there, because that's no fun. And you guys can either join me on my walk, or I will be right back to do Scorpio. Not right back, but again, really, really feeling called to just go outside. That's like me Friday night when I was like, oh, it was so last minute. Come do the fire, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, really, like, and then I was like, Court, because of surgery and shit, you have not been outside, right? So the universe needs to kind of like, for me, they need to tap in, you know? So I understand why I need to go outside. So I will be back. You can either join me for the walk, deciding on what I do, or I'll be back soon to do Scorpio. Okay? Either way, I'll see you real soon. Love you guys. Bye.